Hello everyone and welcome back to the Perfect French with Dylan. Today we are going to see 20 French words where the E is not pronounced, which is pretty normal for French words, but today we are going to focus on 20 where the silent E is in the middle of the word. I get quite a lot of comments and questions about this, so I wanted to make this video for a long time, but I had to wait to have at least a good little list, I think 20 is a good amount to make a video. Don't forget that you can get the free PDF of this lesson, the link is in the description and in the first comment. You can also follow my pronunciation course if you haven't yet, it's on my page, it's under a playlist. So, the letter E in French. E in French can have many different accents, many different pronunciations. We have E accent aigu pronounced E accent grave pronounced E accent circumflex pronounced E, and E accent circumflex pronounced E as well. If we look at the first E can have 4 different pronunciations or not, let's say that. So the first one, E will become E when it's before 2 consonants. The little word that you already know is merci. Merci. It's a E, but it's pronounced as a E because it's before 2 consonants. Then we have the regular E which stays E, such as vendredi. Vendredi. We have the silent E, which is usually at the end of a word, such as dimanche, dimanche. We don't say dimanche E, don't say that. We say dimanche. And then we have an exception when E is going to be pronounced as a A, such as femme, femme, okay? So today, like I said, we are going to focus on the E when it's silent, but not at the end of the word, because there's so many of them, but when it's in the middle of the word. Some of them have 2 pronunciations. I think I have 2. So for 2 of them, you can either pronounce it or not. It's really up to you. As usual, I do not work with the IPA, the International Phonetic Alphabet, because I think if you rely too much on it, you won't be able to have a natural French or natural language for that matter, because it's for any language. If you want to find the IPA of a word, you can go on Google, simply type the word IPA French. You will arrive on Wikipedia. Wikipedia is a wonderful platform when it comes to pronunciation because you have the IPA and then you have also all the different pronunciation. For many of them, for example, you will have France, then you will have Canada, etc. And you can just listen to them right there. It's very useful. Enough chit chat, let's start. The first one is la loterie. La loterie. So as you can see, I put the E in red. I'm not putting all the silent letters in red, just the E that we are talking about today. La loterie. On aimerait tous gagner à la loterie. On aimerait tous gagner à la loterie. If you're wondering why I pronounce the S at tous, I invite you to go back to the lesson that I made a few weeks ago. I will link it somewhere there, I never know which side it is. Now, the first out of the 2 with 2 pronunciations. We have maintenant, 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 and maintenant, maintenant. Both are correct. Maintenant. I feel personally when I speak on a daily basis, I will say maintenant. But when I speak more for a reading practice or something like that, I might say maintenant. It really depends on if I speak slowly or faster. Maintenant, maintenant. Let me know which one you prefer in the comment section. Est-ce qu'on doit partir maintenant? Est-ce qu'on doit partir maintenant? First one, second one. Est-ce qu'on doit partir maintenant? Est-ce qu'on doit partir maintenant? And we have to develop. Développer. Développer. Le gouvernement voudrait développer ce terrain. Le gouvernement voudrait développer ce terrain. Petit, petit. It's really hard to say the first one as a single word, but if you say it in a sentence, it's easier. So they both obviously mean small. The feminine is petite and petite, with the E at the end. Silent E at the end. Je vais prendre ce petit bouquet, s'il vous plaît. Je vais prendre ce petit bouquet, s'il vous plaît. Je vais prendre ce petit bouquet, s'il vous plaît. Je vais prendre ce petit bouquet, s'il vous plaît. This one I totally understand if you use petit. Peut-être. A pastry. Une pâtisserie. Pâtisserie. Une pâtisserie. J'aime toutes les pâtisseries qui contiennent du chocolat. J'aime toutes les pâtisseries qui contiennent du chocolat. And you can see here that contiennent, the E is pronounced as a E because it's before two consonants. J'aime toutes les pâtisseries qui contiennent du chocolat. Un passeport. Passeport. I don't think this one is really hard to remember since in English there is no E in the middle. Un passeport. Veuillez présenter votre passeport à l'agent. Veuillez présenter votre passeport à l'agent. Next one. Une poissonnerie. Une poissonnerie. Une poissonnerie. La poissonnerie ouvre à 9 heures du matin. La poissonnerie ouvre à 9 heures du matin. Poissonnerie. Poissonnerie. Now a verb, rappeler. Rappeler. In a sentence, pouvez-vous rappeler la cliente quand vous avez le temps? Pouvez-vous rappeler la cliente quand vous avez le temps? Now an adverb ending in ment. We have rapidement, rapidement, rapidement. So rapidement, rapidement. Je vais essayer de finir cette leçon rapidement. Je vais essayer de finir cette leçon rapidement. Kind of the same spelling, but this time it's a noun. We have un événement. Un événement. An event. Cet événement est le plus attendu de l'année. Cet événement est le plus attendu de l'année. This one, I'm not sure if you're going to use it a lot or not, but here it is. Un lieutenant. Un lieutenant. Je pensais qu'il était devenu lieutenant. Je pensais qu'il était devenu lieutenant. Remember that after devenir, we don't use an article between devenir and a job. We don't say qu'il était devenu un lieutenant. We just say devenu lieutenant. Ok? Un changement. Changement. Un changement. A change. Je n'ai remarqué aucun changement. Je n'ai remarqué aucun changement. Another adverb we have gaiement. Gaiement. Happily. Il se balade gaiement dans le parc. Il se balade gaiement dans le parc. Another adverb, once again, we have seulement. 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 Il est seulement arrivé il y a quelques minutes. Il est seulement arrivé il y a quelques minutes. Now I'm going to talk about dogs. We have un aboiement. Un aboiement. Bois. Un aboiement. A bark. L'aboiement du chien peut indiquer un danger. L'aboiement du chien peut indiquer un danger. Or sometimes they just grumpy too. I mean, that's another story. Now we have unfortunately. It also works for fortunately. So we have malheureusement. Malheureusement. And it works as well for heureusement. Heureusement. Ok? Malheureusement, on était tous malades. Malheureusement, on était tous malades. There are actually 3 with 2 different pronunciations. I thought we had 2, but we actually have 3 in this list. Sorry, my bad. We have acheter and acheter. Acheter and acheter. To buy. Il a acheté cette veste au marché. Il a acheté cette veste au marché. Or, il a acheté cette veste au marché. Il a acheté cette veste au marché. Acheter, acheter. Okay? Another one with a G followed by a E. We have un logement. Un logement, an accommodation. Ce logement a été classé insalubre. Ce logement a été classé insalubre. That was the last one. I thought we still had a few, but no, that was 20 words with silent E in the middle of the word. Don't forget to get your free PDF so you can review whenever you feel like you need to. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video, it really helps me. And I will see you on Friday for a new short. À vendredi!